time here at Premier's Holiday Havoc. This is the final Premier match of the year, the final Premier match of the decade. And it's going to be for the Premier Tag Team Championship, and a little extra monkey wrench thrown into the plans in the form of this team because they were not originally scheduled. This was scheduled to be the champions Crummels and Defarge defending against the Commission. But after the end of November Pain, where we saw Nate Matson have to wrestle the wrong Koger, supposed to be Nate versus Atticus. Atticus wasn't cleared. It turned into Nate versus Otis because I had left the official in charge. The official made a judgment call in the moment, but legally, he was not allowed to make the decision he made. As a result, I had to make a few concessions to make things up to the business so they wouldn't threaten further legal action. One of them was inserting them into this tag team title matchup. This evening, business is represented by Bruce Gray and the turncoat in the eyes of many, Sless Taylor.
And,
I will say it one more time. This time I will unzip my vest. Ladies and gentlemen, the business looks good. Sless, hold the microphone. I'm going to take my vest off, and they will all agree that the business looks good. Ladies and gentlemen of Premier Championship Wrestling, the business looks good!
We get it.
hey, Joe, the business looks good.
That's not why I'm here. No, that's not why I'm here. Everybody knows we're looking at two superior athletes in the best shape of our lives. Yes, but last month, our friend Nate Matson, the brave and fearless Nate Matson, he was single-handedly screwed. And I'll say it, what everybody here is thinking, Nate Matson should be the heavyweight champion of this company right now. I'll say it again. Nate Matson should be your heavyweight champion. Right now! 100% correct. I'll go one step further. Nate Matson should be the champion of Cleveland, Ohio. That's right. 100%. So, before I bid you adieu, I will say this one time and one time only. This victory tonight, Sless, you agree with me? This one is for Nate!
This one's for Nate. Nate's not in attendance this week. He's had obligations with Impact Wrestling. Leave up in Michigan. But Nate's here in spirit. You gotta believe he's had an intense strategy session this week with Bruce and Sless as we meet team number 2. The Commission are Lux Vegas and Jackson Cade, and as a tandem, they are still undefeated here in Premier Championship Wrestling, and they made the statement, specifically Lex Vegas a month ago, they want 2020 to be their year. 2020, they want to be the Premier Tag Team Champions. And I think they got a hell of a shot in 2020. They got a hell of a shot tonight. They could, well, let's say, have a little bit early performance of that goal. They could come in a little bit ahead of schedule if they can score victory here tonight, although the odds are not in the favor of any team. Three-team matchup, only a 33% chance of any given victory. Sless know quite what to make of the commission. But we've met the two challenging teams.
I was going to say, you have to believe that they've been in each other's periphery. You don't have the win-loss record that either group has and not know about who's in your periphery.
I'd say at least. But the duo that's had to have everybody in their periphery. Two-time defending Premier Tag Team Champion Sonny Defarge on the left and Cornelius Crummels on the right have enjoyed this particular reign since the month of July. And I don't know that they've faced a tougher test, however, than they are right now in terms of momentum or just sheer numbers. Crowd favorites, always among the most resourceful in all of Premier. As we're set to get the introductions in just a moment for all three teams in this main event of Holiday Havoc 2019, the final Premier match of the decade. And there you see the men that walk in, the defending champions.
Walk-ins still haven't found shirts. Still look kind of greasy and grimy.
Introducing the challengers. First, at a combined weight of 397 pounds, they are representing the business, the team of Sless Taylor and Bruce Ray. Next, at a combined weight of 609 pounds, Jackson K. Lex Vegas, the Commission.
Boy, every time I see Cade, I forget just how big of a man he is.
Size of 23, they are the current Premier Tag Team Champions, Chikara's traveling businessman, Sonny Defarge, and Cornelius Crummels.
Joe, have you found out what business they're in yet?
I think they're in, tonight, they're in some risky business when it comes to the two challenging teams. What do you think, Jay Worth? How would you break this down? Who's got the advantage and why?
So I'm going to point something out here. The business were the ones that were staying out of the ring, biding their time. In my head, that means they have an understanding. They have a game plan for how to deal with the other four competitors. The other two just trying to be in the ring, trying to make sure they're there. I understand you have to be in the ring to win the title. But I think the planning of the business is what's going to give them the edge.
Well, they are very calculated and meticulous athletes. They're thinking man's wrestlers. Sless Taylor certainly has become much more cerebral since joining Nate Matchman and Bruce Gray, who are always trying to outsmart and manipulate people around them.
Jeremy, it's okay.
Sless Taylor demanding some cheers, but Sless is not necessarily a people person.
Cornelius Crummels with the deep bow.
People are into Crummels, people are into Lex Vegas, and Sless Taylor, he's there too. Lex is talking about that vow he made.
Did the bell ring?
I believe it did. I think Commission and Crummels and Defarge have found a common enemy. Mind you, Bruce and Sless were not scheduled to be in this matchup until about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Hold on, time.
Nothing happened yet. And just to clarify, for Jay Worth, yourself, and everybody watching at home, this is a one-fall matchup, and there will be 3 competitors legal at any given time.
One from each team.
Indeed. So you will be looking to tag your own partner at any given point, as Bruce Gray neutralizing Sonny Defarge in the early going. There you see some of that strategy of the business dividing and conquering here, as Crummels and Defarge look to take it out, and Lex Vegas takes out the business in one fell swoop.
And they were taken out by the business.
Or, and in a standard matchup, maybe that would have been enough. But Sless may be regretting a decision full body slam.
Big man to slam.
290 or so. Do you think that Sless and Bruce deserve to be in this matchup based on what happened to Nate Madsen when he had to wrestle Otis Cogar? Do you agree with the business on that?
I think that how can I put this? I think it was worth asking, and I think it was smart to acquiesce to it, because the alternative of the larger complaint of a person banned from wrestling here being allowed to wrestle and defend a title would be a lot harder to mitigate. So, do they deserve it? I can't say they deserve it based on that, but I understand and agree with them getting it.
Big splash by Jackson Cade as we see the Commission double team in full force as Lex sentons Cade right into Sless, into the cover, and Crummels interrupts. In the nick of time, keep in mind 3 legal men at once, so it's all good. Curious to your wording there a moment ago, you said it's worth asking for the business to get this title shot, as if it was a polite question, as if it wasn't a political demand. I think you know as well as I do how the business works and what happens when they feel they're owed something. I like to talk about the younger generation and how they behave, but to me, there's nobody more entitled present day than a veteran that thinks they can do no wrong.
Sure, but you could have said no.
I could have.
You would have you understood what the ramifications of that were, so you opted not to.
Sure did. And the ramifications of Jackson Cade were colliding with that ring post a moment ago. And that could be a game changer as far as how this matchup plays out for the other challenging team. Business and Crummels and Defarge. It's the business and the traveling businessmen hooking it up as Sless and Crummels fire away.
Step up enziguri.
Defarge in. Uppercut. Drop kick. Trademark Crummels and Defarge offense. In the corner, Bruce Gray powerless to do anything about it. Sless in a bad way.
Big slam. Good tag. Crummels and Defarge showing why they're champions, keeping the opposition in the ring. Where is the representative from the commission?
Well, Lex is on the outside checking on Jackson, who hit his shoulder on the post as Crummels comes in with a senton. And this match could end with the commission incapacitated, 2 count only.
Sless, are you allowed to? I assume you cannot tag anyone else other than your tag partner.
That would be accurate, yes. And nor would you want to, because it would effectively take him out of the match.
True, but
Drop kick.
you may not always want to, say, catch a drop kick from someone like Cornelius Crummels.
Couldn't blame you there. Second drop kick. Less in a bad way, but yeah, if you opted to tag yourself out, you'd give another team a 2-on-1 advantage, and I don't know how you get back in. So, Crummels here, got to fight for his life as Bruce Gray comes in from the outside and Sless gets a right hand.
And now Bruce looking for the tag. Sless smart, pulling, is that Crummels?
That is.
Once the hair goes down, it's tough for me to tell.
And Cade tried to get back in. Cade's still legal out of the commission, and Lex got drop kicked for his troubles. That's the problem, Jay Worth. Cade is hurt, but Cade's the legal man, so he's the one that's got to go back in.
When you say problem, it's only a problem for the commission. I think the business are fine with it, and I think even though they won't tout it, I think Crummels and Defarge are okay with it as well.
Well, I mean, as smart competitors, you have to be. You hate to see anybody go down injured, but certainly the odds increase along the way when that happens.
And now Cornelius Crummels just getting whipped into the turnbuckle again and again. And he seems to be stuck in the business's side of the ring. And we see Jackson Cade making his way around the ring toward his corner.
Bruce continues the onslaught on Crummels, and Cade again tried to get involved. Notice Cade tried to come in during a part of the ring, a spot of the ring that wasn't occupied, but Bruce was still able to cut him off the path. And Lex again trying to object, and Bruce has shots for everybody.
Well, Bruce understands what kind of match he's in. Bruce, just a good hard set of knuckles right to the face. How are you not a fan of that?
I think Crummels is too kind on it right now. And I'm really impressed, I will say, how Sless has molded to the business style. And there you see, nothing off the top now. Don't want to get too flashy or risky, but Sless still gets an incredible amount of height on that fist drop. Count of 2. Sless 6 months ago spoke out against everything the business stood for, and Sless wanted to be an individual. He was persecuted and he was judged for thinking differently than somebody else, and now fast forward, he's become just like them.
He changed his mind. That happens. Day by day, hour by hour, minute by... Have you ever met a woman?
Okay, that's a completely different scenario, though, to changing your mind about maybe where to eat dinner versus changing all of your ideals in a span of a match.
Have you ever met a woman?
Okay, never mind. Tag into Bruce Gray. I will apologize to our female listeners. 2 women, not 4.
They're very upset. Hold on. No, now they're not.
Okay, now double team coming up. Crummels, recipient of a double back elbow, and challengers are running away with this thing the past several minutes. Business has really come into their own the past few months here at Premier, and Bruce gets a leg drop in, and Defarge has had enough. Defarge is not the legal man. We got to get something to happen here with Tom Dunn to get him out of here. Sless is involved as well. The commission's still hurt. This thing's all over the place.
Bruce Gray seizing the opportunity to get Crummels back into his corner. Couple of punches, couple of chops.
Crummels still fighting here, ducking the chop. And Bruce going to roll up, feet on the ropes. Come on, Sonny Defarge. At the last moment interrupts, and we got more problems here. Defarge is just irate. Sless is back in. I'll give all the credit in the world for the official Dunn doing what he can here.
And while they're arguing, the commission makes their way back up to the ring again. Nope.
And everybody realizes you got to take care of the big men. You got about 600 pounds, and they're pissed off, and they're ready to fight.
And every time they get hit, they get a little more pissed off and a little more ready to fight.
And speaking of ready to fight, temper's boiling over between the business and Crummels and Defarge, and that allows the commission to finally get back in the ring.
Oh, And the realization has hit the other teams.
Somebody's going to pay. And it might be everybody. The commission on a mission for the Premier Tag Team Championship.
2 men, 4 clotheslines, and the beatings are just starting.
Clothesline bulldog combination. Bruce and Crummels are down. And Lex directed traffic, and this could be that powerplex we've seen in the past.
Sless up top.
Not for long. Oh, wait a minute. Sless counters. Lex can get that superplex off, and Cade can't get the splash because here's Defarge. Extra bodies. Wait, Defarge off the back of Vegas.
Big superplex.
Sless got drilled. Defarge took a lot out of himself as well.
I've lost track of who's legal.
And Jackson Cade.
Huge splash.
Oh, he got the splash. Half a powerplex. Is that enough? No, everybody there. Lex tried to play spoiler to stop the save, but there were saves from every direction.
There's only so much you can defend against.
And we're in a stalemate here. What a war this has been. The official lost control long ago, but tag titles at stake. 1 fall.
Bruce does good business with those knuckles. No one throws a punch quite like Bruce Graham.
Sidesteps. Oh, big mafia kick. Feeling good until Vegas gets up. Uh-oh. Bruce. Sidewalk slam by Lex Vegas.
Sless has him up. Oh, Samoan drop on the big man.
Yeah, that's 290. That's Sless elevated. Impressive power, but man, he got speared. Cade spears the hell out of Sless.
He speared him out of the ring.
Here comes Defarge. Gets the momentum and a little clothesline. Crummels there with a boost as well. And Crummels gets a boost from Defarge.
And he's caught.
Crummels is trapping Vegas so Defarge could pin Cade, but he didn't see Bruce in the DDT. And Bruce just steals it. Crummels and Defarge have used that before, but it backfired.
Premier Tag Team Champions, The Business!
And one pin, the master of the DDT switches everything around.
Crummels had trapped Vegas so Defarge could pin Cade, but they didn't count on the master of the DDT to bring out his specialty. The Business gets the win, and Jayworth, they did it for Nate Matson. They avenged that Cobra conspiracy they claimed from November Pain. The Business have championship gold in Premier, and Nate Matson's gonna be smiling like a Cheshire cat.